What's up? I just already recorded this video, but apparently it was in slow-mo, so that's a whole waste of 25 minutes. Whatever. Take two. Let's go. Let's run it. I got a bit more of a clear idea of what I'm trying to say now. Holy shit. Video hasn't even started. I'm already off topic yapping. What's up? I'm Ben. I just turned 17 and well, what is this video? Just this afternoon, before I left for gym, I was on my Google Drive on my computer, just looking at a bunch of old like files and videos and stuff. And I opened an old video that I recorded, one of the earlier videos on my main channel, which is, I've been growing for the past 2 years, and that's it, like 5K subs or something. It's like 5.5K, I think, or 5.6, doesn't matter. And I was watching that video, and it just took me back to that kind of season of my life, like a year ago. And it was so interesting, and I weirdly got so much like inspiration and cool like insights out of watching that video. I think I ended up privating it on my channel because it was kind of like just incoherent rambling, and it was just like this. I just set up a camera and I was just talking about, like, really unfiltered and just real, just talking about an idea that was in my head. Anyway, I was watching that, and since it transported me back there so much and I got a lot of inspiration from it, I thought it would be cool if I started, like, just randomly got the idea to start doing almost like a series where I kind of just like document my thoughts, my life, where I'm at, and have it as just like a journal to myself that if people watch, then sick, and if they don't, honestly, don't give a fuck. Just kind of want to have it as like an archive for me to look back on in the future. So that's what this is. As I said, I turned 17 like last week, and I feel like this is a cool time in my life to start just documenting stuff intentionally. I guess I've kind of like accidentally documented a lot over the past, well, not accidentally, that was a big part of why I wanted to start making videos in the first place. But this is the first kind of, I guess, episode, the first journal entry, if you will, of this brand new YouTube channel, which is exciting and cool, and I'm looking forward to it. Thought I'd just give a bit of a life update, eh? Like, that's kind of just where my brain's at this afternoon. It is a beautiful afternoon. Nice sunset. I love this tree. This tree is where I filmed like so many of like my early videos. If you look on my main channel, like I'm in this tree, like just yapping, with a cracked ass iPhone 7, which was so bad. Now I've got a bit of an upgrade on the phone front. So off topic. I am about to buy a camera though, so I'm excited for that. I'll probably make an update when I get that and talk about it, whatever. Anyway, just as a bit of a life update, where I'm at right now. The main things that are going on in my life at the moment that are worth talking about. As I said, that my main channel is a like 5.5K subs at the moment. And that's been really growing, and I found like a video formula that seems to resonate with people. People seem to get a lot of value out of, and that performs like really well. One of those types of videos got like 85K views, and the other got 35, which is way above anything else I've ever made. So I kind of know what works now, and also those videos are so fun to make and they feel really fulfilling. So I'm gonna like stick with that kind of style and commit to that, and hopefully, man, over the next year this channel's gonna blow up. I'll set the goal at the start of so we're in November of 2025 right now. And hopefully by December of 2026, I reckon I'll have 20K subs. That's the goal. That's the goal I'm setting. I can't figure out whether that's over ambitious or under ambitious. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. What was I saying? I'm so off track. Oh yeah. So a big part of what's kind of happening in my life at the moment is I'm trying to build a movement, right? I really want to build a movement of young men who are developing themselves and working on big, meaningful projects in their lives, but most of all, working on like our character, trying to become like better men, and being really focused on like building awesome relationships in our lives, moving with purpose, and yeah, just trying to grow, but in like a real way, not like a shallow way where you're chasing status, where you're chasing validation, chasing pleasure, thinking you're better than other people because you're not chasing pleasure through video games and porn, but you are chasing it through obnoxious materialism and casual sex. So fuck that, basically. This is the counterculture. That's what I'm trying to build. I've also started earlier this year a private community for young men on this journey with this mindset, trying to build cool shit with our lives and have a group of friends who are on that same journey. I've got like six members in that now, which is very cool. The goal is 300 members by the end of next year. So I've got a lot of work to do on that front, but it's a slow burn. I feel like it's going to start just real slow, and there'll be a point where it'll exponentially grow. That's kind of what I'm counting on. Because next big thing that's going on in my life at the moment is I've got a mission, right? So I'm 17 now. I've just turned 17. And it's, as I said, November of 2025. At the end of 2026, when I turn 18 and when I graduate high school, I am kicking myself out of home and I'm moving across the world to Spain. That's the plan. Delusional? Hell yeah. Stupid? Fucking maybe. I don't know. We'll find out, eh? But that also ties into the third big thing going on in my life at the moment, which I will talk about in a bit. Which will probably give you a lot of context on why I'm choosing to do that. But I got to start stacking cash, preparing myself like emotionally, psychologically, like maturity wise, and like skills and like experience and ability to like generate income and actually survive wise as well. But the point is, that's just like I want to like throw myself into like an adventure and just do something kind of just fucking crazy and cool. That even if I fall on my face and just absolutely eat concrete, hopefully metaphorically, I'll have a really cool story to tell and I'll have done something awesome. And the third big thing is wait, I'm so off track. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the main stuff going on in my life. The third big thing going on at the moment is that I'm very much in love with a girl who I don't even feel delusional when I say this, is probably my future wife. But plot twist, basically the Australian visa system can go fuck itself, and she like low-key got deported like in August last year. So that's been like a long distance thing for a year and 3 or 4 months. I don't know, I can't count. Over a year. And we're only together for 4 months until that happened. So that's crazy. Point is, through like having to do like a long distance thing, I've learned leadership, faith, and what real connection is, and what, you know, because obviously when it's like a long distance thing, you don't have the easy stuff of like and a lot of the time like the really the stuff that feels really good, like the physical connection and like affection and just being able to like just fucking cuddle and like kiss each other. That's not a thing. And so we've really had to build like a real, like a much deeper connection based on like just communication, based on just the more real shit, which I'm not complaining about in the slightest, has been one of the most beautiful and rewarding things of my life. and I'm so grateful for, actually. Like, I wouldn't change a thing. I honestly wouldn't, because we've been able to like become so like mature at such a young age, and that's relative, right? I probably still lack the maturity and self-awareness to understand my own lack of maturity and self-awareness, if that makes sense. But I'd say the foundation of the relationship we've built is genuinely fucking incredible. And oh, fuck me, I love it so much. Latinas, man, they'll get you. What am I talking about? Yeah, that relationship has been just so not easy and not simple. And I've fucked up a lot and I've made a lot of mistakes, but both together and individually, we have grown so much and matured so much and gained a lot of wisdom that if not for this situation, we would not have gained at such a young age. And I think we've developed so many ingredients of that relationship at such a young age, which allows me to genuinely say, like, you know, not feeling delusional while I say it, like, I believe I will marry her. Man, I'm cooked. No, but that's a big part of my life. And probably will be for the rest of it. All going well, all going according to plan. God, my ass is so sore from sitting on this tree branch for like 40 minutes now, because I already recorded this. This is take 2, bro. Like, I already recorded this whole thing. And then I realized, oh my God, this better not be in slow-mo. Holy shit. I can't even check, because I said to myself this would be one take and I wasn't going to edit it at all. So can't even pause the video to check. But if this is actually in slow-mo again, I will be throwing myself out of this tree and deliberately trying to land on my neck. Just putting it out there. God, I'm so... It is not going to take a psychologist watching this video to be like, yeah, that motherfucker's got ADHD, eh? Yep. Dude, especially when I get passionate about the shit I'm talking about, it's just chaos, whatever. But yeah, that relationship is big part of my life. And basically, sorry, this wouldn't have made much sense so far. She's in Colombia right now, but she's moving to Spain to go to university next year. Wait, no, in like a month. So she's going to uni in Spain, which means when I graduate high school, she's like a year older. So when I graduate high school, I'll move there. And, you know, that's a big part of why Spain, but I was going to kick myself out of home and move across the world anyway. So holy, I'm excited for that. I'm very, like, shitting myself, but very excited. So I've talked about YouTube channel, relationship, and then also recently I've started going to church, and I've started going to church and really like seriously learning to start like properly following Christ. And because I've been building like a relationship with God and praying a lot and like developing like my faith and having that as a really big aspect of my life for like quite a while now, like a couple of years. But I've only just started going to church and reading the Bible properly and fully kind of like practicing my faith in that way, and learning to follow Jesus and live my life by that, and having him as the center of my life. And so my faith is probably the third big aspect. I guess that's where I'm at the moment, other than needing to shave and needing a haircut very badly. which might, yeah, that might be something that is not super relevant or significant, but it is nonetheless true. Yeah, over the next couple of years, like going into the next kind of chapter of my life, try not to get kicked out of high school and actually finish school next year, and graduate is a big thing that's coming up. Yeah, growing the movement, building the YouTube channel and growing the community. Very excited about that, and that's probably that's my mission, that's my purpose at the moment. So that's what the next chapter of my life is looking like, and I want to document it. So that's why it's gonna be awesome to have a decent camera. Oh god, my ass hurts so much, bro. Holy. Yeah, I've definitely forgotten about some stuff I would have talked about in the previous thing, but whatever. This is probably a bit more real and authentic because I'm like a bit more in the zone now anyway. So, benefits. Whatever. I've totally lost my train of thought. That's all good. I guess I've talked about everything really important that I wanted to talk about as a bit of like a update of where I'm at. I am gonna go vibe now and watch the sunset because it's a nice evening, and listen to some music, and that'll be chill as. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm in a good spot, and this past year hasn't been easy, but I've grown so much. Like, I've just been making crazy progress just across all the aspects of my life, except gym, because I got a hernia and I had to take 3 months off training, and now I'm demotivated as fuck, and I feel kind of like I've lost progress and I've lost muscle. Whatever. Maybe I'll get back on a bulk start of next year. Yeah, January might start trying to really bulk up again, but I guess I really don't care too much about gym, like relative to how much I used to care about it. It's probably not a priority in my life at the moment, but I'm still sticking with the discipline of it, being in the gym like 4 days a week, and prioritizing my arms and my legs too, because I neglected the shit out of my legs for like the past 2 years, and so they're really small as a result of that. So as long as my arms and my legs are growing, I'm happy. Gym's not a big thing. Yeah, that's I guess this is episode 1 of this series. I doubt anyone's watching this, but honestly, I might even just have these videos privated. I don't know. But if you are watching, what's up? Sick. Cool. I'm gonna go vibe and watch the sunset. Have a good one. Take care, yeah?